Mantell. I'm going to be a junior at the first school, and I am the stereotypical geek. I do magic tricks, I love sci-fi, and I play video games. Now, out of curiosity, how many of you actually played a video game recently for your own enjoyment? Other than Candy Crush or Angry Birds. Okay, so I actually took the three things that I love and put them together into a video game of my own. I knew what I wanted to create, but I had no idea how to do it. So I took some ideas in Photoshop, the one program I didn't know how to use beforehand, and made an outline. I had bullet points, sketches, things from the start, which was very helpful for me. The game is based off the 1947 Roswell incident, which, for those of you who don't know, is a highly debated UFO crash in New Mexico. Because of the mystery surrounding the event, to this day, it makes for some great fiction. So of course I had the story, but I needed the artwork. Now, I'm not necessarily an artist, but that's where the retro aesthetic came into play. I did pixel art, and that worked really well for me. The style of the game progressed over the course of development, from being a point-and-click adventure game like Monkey Island, to being a top-down RPG like Metal Gear or Legend of Zelda. How it is now. To do this, I had to learn many different softwares, many different game engines, things all considered the industry standard, like Unity, Unreal Engine, RPG Maker, all still fitting within the parameters of what I wanted to do. Unfortunately, because of the work on the game, I actually used these skills for school. I handed in projects and reports as video games. I used my knowledge of the industry to write a history paper and project on Nintendo, which was very inspirational for me as a developer. So flash forward about a year and a half later, the game was mostly done. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have testers for the game. That's what I needed. So I set up a booth at my school's Evening of the Arts, which is a place where students can exhibit their creations and artworks to other students. So I exhibited my game there. People played it and really seemed to enjoy it. It got very good reception. But unfortunately, at the time, I didn't have enough funds to continue working on the game. So I set up an Indiegogo campaign. Indiegogo is one of the largest online crowdfunding platforms in the world, mainly focusing on independent video games and movies, which is perfect for my project. In the end, I ended up making 104% of my goal, which is kind of a big deal for the scope of my project. Of course, I set up a website, made press kits, screenshots, trailers, all not as easy to make as you might think. And the game went on sale on a few smaller independent game marketplaces, like itch.io or Indie Game Stand. The game did pretty well, and it still does very well. But of course, my main goal is to get onto Steam. Steam is one of the largest online digital retailers of games in the world. It has everything from smaller independent titles like Shovel Knight, or bigger name games like Call of Duty. To get on this platform, you have to go through their greenlight process, which allows the community and other gamers to vote on which games they want to see and purchase. Over the course of development, I learned many things that you wouldn't necessarily learn in the normal classroom. Things like coding, of course, art for the graphics, and things like social networking, media, business, marketing skills, things that I had no idea how to do beforehand, but are all essential to the creation of any product, not just video games. This all culminated in the creation of Midnight Coffee Inc. Midnight Coffee Inc. is my own corporation, my own game studio, if you will, that allows me to publish all these games and all subsequent games under a single recognizable name. This makes it easily recognizable by other developers and the press as an actual company and studio, as opposed to just that one kid who makes video games. Of course, I set up a website for this, and what's interesting about that is that it allows everyone to read the information about the company under one roof, as opposed to having multiple sites per game. So this makes it very easy for people to share the information, and this led me to get very good press, interviews, and podcasts on me personally as a developer, and about the innovative concepts behind the game. For example, with Roswell, player choice is the main theme of the game. Every action the player takes has a big impact on how other characters interact with the player, and how the game even ends. This is something almost unheard of in a retro-style game. Now, some of you mentioned you do play video games, but something you may not realize while playing these games is that it's actually an art form in itself. It's a way of conveying ideas and emotions through an interactive medium, as opposed to a picture on the wall or a movie in the theater. These are ideas that are often ignored by the masses and even the bigger name studios, because they're trying to make a fun game, as opposed to things that are taken into account when making smaller independent games by smaller studios. These are things that I took into account when making my next game, Penguins. It's much smaller in scope, much more upbeat and lighthearted than Roswell, and meant for a completely different audience. The idea behind that game was to be able to tell a story through only the music, sound effects, and the environment behind it. This, of course, is a very long, very serious process, as we'll see in a second. That took only a month and a half, as opposed to the year and a half that it took Roswell, so that was a big advance in itself. But of course, because of the name of a different platform, I had to learn many different tools, again, from scratch. The game is meant for touchscreen devices, phones, tablets, so I had to learn completely new things to do that. So as of now, the game actually went on Google Play, which is the Android marketplace, and it did pretty well, and still does pretty well, once again. And because of this, it opens it up to a much wider audience. Things pretty much geared towards everyone, as opposed to the hardcore PC and Mac gamer that Roswell is geared towards. Overall, my main point is that really anyone can take anything they love, anything they're passionate about, and turn it into a respected, viable, lucrative career. Thank you very much.